Hi guys! Hey, it's Miss Christy. Today we're going to be working on these beautiful textured landscapes. And let me show you. Ooh. So we're basically making a coloring page, and each of these spaces we're going to be able to use some texture plates and color in these spaces. But first of all, let's talk about our picture that we have here. This is called a landscape. Can you say landscape? Good. Okay, so a landscape, we're going to start with the horizon line. You see this line that goes all the way across the line? That's a horizon line. Can you say horizon line? Good. Let's look at the word horizon. Well, where is it at? It's here. Horizon line. And let's look at the word horizontal. Do you see that horizon and horizontal have the same word in it? Yeah, because the horizon line goes side to side. And in art, we call that horizontal. There's horizontal above my door, right? But if we're going to do a portrait like... Where's Johnny Depp? Oh, Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean, right? If we do a portrait like that, our paper is going to go up and down. And the word for that is vertical. Everybody say vertical. Good. All right. But today, our papers are going to be horizontal, side to side. And we're going to talk about the types of shapes that we're going to make in our pictures, because right here, this tree, we call that an organic shape. Let's look at it. Ooh, organic shape. And organic shapes are found where? Who can answer that question? They're found in nature. Yeah. So who can raise their hand and tell me some of the shapes that we find in nature? Raise your hand if you know. What am I hearing? Trees? Squirrels, my favorite. Butterflies? Apples? Yeah. And then the other types of shapes we're going to make today, these are called geometric shapes. These are math shapes. We find them in math. Let's look at the word. So geometric, we can also say geometry is almost the same, which is a math. It's a math word. So the shapes we find in math, those are geometric shapes. Here we go. What is this shape called? A rectangle. Everybody say rectangle. What about this shape? Square. What is this shape? Triangle. Yeah, these are all known as geometric shapes, right? So let's look at our board. What else are we learning today? We're going to learn about texture. Everybody say texture. Put your hands like this and say texture is the way something feels. So when we have texture, it can be the way something feels, or if it looks like it feels like something, right? So we can see the texture. It looks like bricks on this house. Now what we're going to be using today, and I don't want you to touch yet. You can touch in a little while, but not yet. We're going to be using these texture plates today. And remember when we had leaves and we put the leaves under our paper and we were able to scribble on top and get the texture of the leaves? We're going to do the same thing with a texture plate, okay? So I have in the front of my room here, ooh, where's it at? Here it is. You remember this? Oh, it's a big log and a bunny fur. What texture does the log have? Huh? Shout it out. What texture does the log have? Ooh, I heard rough texture, bumpy texture, hard texture. Yeah, all those are textures associated with the log. What about the bunny fur? What kind of texture does it have? Shout it out. Soft texture, fluffy texture. Yes, that's the textures of the bunny skin. Okay, so your substitute can go around and let you touch this, not hold it, just touch it. And you can feel the rough texture and the soft texture. So now what we're going to talk about is, ooh, over here, foreground and background. So when we have a picture like this, the horizon line separates the foreground. Everybody say the foreground is the stuff in the front. And the background. Everybody say the background is the stuff in the back. Good. So this horizon line is going to separate the foreground from the background. And then what we're doing is we're making a coloring book. So make sure you're drawing your objects large enough. If you draw a tiny little tree, you're not going to be able to color inside of it. So make sure you have a big tree and a big house, big shapes, because we're going to be drawing and then we're going to trace with a black crayon. Then we're going to use the texture plates and color them in. So the first thing I want you to do is get 3 things for me: a piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser. Get those things now. Now that everybody has a piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser, I want you to make sure that your paper is horizontal side to side. As soon as you get your paper horizontal side to side, give me a thumbs up. Good. So the first thing we're going to do is write our art number. I want you to point to your art number. Where is it? Yeah, it's painted on your desk. So this art number, right here, it's upside down. That's number 24, right? So you're going to write the number where you sit and your name on the back of your paper right now. Ready, go. 5. Name a number on the back of your paper. 4. Your art number, not your class number. 3. 2. It goes on the back, not the front. 1. 0. Okay, turn your paper over to the front. There should be nothing on the front of your paper. And we're going to start drawing this thing. Okay, ready? I'm going to go over to my desk.